Every single succession by an heir to Constantine I for this entire series has been followed by a brutal period of civil war. Antoninus' civil wars just ended unexpectedly. Trouble is, he can't seem to stop spending money, so we're going to have to figure that out somehow. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Crusader Kings III in our Empire of Albion series. So there's one little bit of good news, which is that Emperor Antoninus has a wife who he will finally be able to marry in the next... Oh, she's not even straight. Okay, what could possibly go wrong there? Didn't notice that. That's a fun opening. All right, we live here now. So, we are going to get married within a year. Now, regardless of the kids' situation, which that's a whole nother problem, apparently, there is the fact that having her in this slot will actually allow her to boost the Emperor's otherwise abysmal stewardship stat. His stewardship is poor, so he has a -4. A 4% penalty to domain taxes. Love that. So by having her in place, not only will that hopefully abate slightly, but you can actually set the spouse to directly benefit one particular stat, as we've done with intrigue a couple of times. By the way, let's just look at his intrigue stat. If anyone ever, schemed against Antoninus, or if the spy master turned against him, he would have a serious problem on his hands. I would just like to state that for the record. But at least we have that kind of bit of good news on the way. Wow, I really did not notice that till just now. So, inactive accolades can be reinstated. Really? Oh yes, that's right. I was looking at this in between episodes. So there's a little bit of a caveat to this because... So check this out. We have 2 inactive accolades. The Knights of Edinburgh, of course, and the Hornblower of the Pictish Knights. Now the Knights of Edinburgh have a really nice benefit here in that they will grant additional monthly martial lifestyle experience, which will really help the Emperor reestablish control over things as fast as he can. And he kind of needs to, because he's already 52, his stats aren't great, his air's not great, it's not a good time. So, the Knights of Edinburgh could potentially appoint, or alleviate some of that problem by appointing a new leader. However, because Ethelfrith only fulfills the primary accolade attribute requirements, this will cost a large amount of glory, and the secondary accolade attribute might be replaced. So basically, you need to be valiant, and you need to be a tactician. And if we look at that character directly, let's see if we can actually take a look at this. Hello? There we go. Yeah, so he's a valued warlike courtier. He's arrogant, he's brave, he's gluttonous, so I don't even see where it indicates that he fulfills one of the requirements, to be honest. It's a system that I'm still learning, to be completely frank. I wanted to really closely look at what the requirements for this were. Yeah, these are the accolade attributes. So by virtue of the accolade being active, you get the valiant and tactician bonuses, and I've known that. But evidently, in order to step in as the acclaimed knight, only primary accolade attribute requirements. This will cost a large amount of glory. We could recruit this character as a knight, but that would cost most of our money, which, you know what, we're not going to worry about these for now, because I'm just not... I want to try and get that bonus. We're going to let time pass and see what we can do with the new marriage. And also just hope that continuing to establish control will raise our income. It already has raised slightly relative to where it was last episode, so, you know, fingers crossed that we can continue to turn the tide for Antoninus here. Things have been a little bit rough. Alliance expired. That's not good. That's not good at all. Potential alliance negotiations. Let's see if there's anyone. Oh, nice. Emperor Thomas the Great is more likely now, especially if his opinion of me climbs. We're currently trying to sway the Pope, as I recall, so that I can beg for as much money as possible, as often as possible, because that's going to be my only source of income for the foreseeable future, it looks like, because this dude doesn't know how to keep his hand out of his purse. And the Pope was not swayed. Yeah, this is going great. We're going to keep things on speed 4. And the princess is in jail. Okay, Duke Amcade has arrived with 70 gold. Which, you know, we'll take it. And also our monthly income just improved considerably. I accept your gifts, Duke Amcade. Duke Onamcade. Onamcade? Onamcide? Onamchad? Anyway, I accept your generous gifts. We gained a level of fame. Your glory is widely known, damn straight. Okay, that's a little bit better, I guess, maybe. Alright, I cannot believe. How old are you? Okay, she's out of jail. That was scary. September, that's right. So in like 1 month. Oh, nice. Income's positive. So income is climbing. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. You can ask your head of faith for gold. Perfect. Let's do that. Give me money, Mr. Pope. I will use this wealth wisely. And now he hates me again. We can declare war on Emperor Thomas the Great. You know, I'm kind of tempted. We could send him some gold. It's a lot of gold. But if it would improve his opinion and possibly allow us to arrange an alliance with him. Yeah, so his opinion of me is now considerably better. The current amount of alliances I have at the moment is really negatively impacting his desire to form an alliance. But we just moved that pretty steadily in the right direction. Okay, we can finish this betrothal. So let's go ahead and lock this in. This is the King of Sweden's daughter? Yes, youngest daughter. Wow. The next child up is the 27-year-old Queen of Palabia. All right, send proposal. Here we go. Good luck, Antoninus. You're going to need it. So first of all, the most important thing, let's first of all take a look. You can see that his stat has climbed here. So we no longer have a penalty to our taxes. That's nice. Slapstick. Oh no, seems I'm falling over again, my jester, Ulfketel exclaims with a comical tone, practically somersaulting onto my statue. I am so clumsy, I surely hope I can stay upright this time, he says, slamming face first into my statue. By the blood, my luck is rotten, he giggles, plummeting dangerously close to my circular mace. After all this, not a scratch on his body. Okay, because we're compassionate, we can't actually tell him to do it again harder, which would be hilarious, but also mean. However, we can say falling over without getting hurt impressive and lose 24 stress. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you have a jester. Now, as I was about to say, we can switch these stats. Currently, she's set to assist ruler, so we're getting 2 diplomacy, 1 martial, 2 stewardship, 3 intrigue, and 2 learning. We could switch all of that and actually have +5 stewardship. But I have to tell you right now, I think I'm actually okay with where things are. So now the question becomes, what else can I do with my money? I might be able to host an event. I may be, no, definitely not do a grand tour. I could do a feast though. And a feast would help with people's opinions. And also has the potential to help with stress loss. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. We haven't done a festive feast in a while. I think this is a sensible course of action here. Not a murder feast. We don't even have the option. And we shall host it looks like in... Let's host it in the Mearns, Aberdeen. And there's a little bit of travel that we have to do. I'm not sure why. Can we also say... Oh, wait, hold on. Is this still the capital? Hold the heck on. Stop everything. Yes, I'm sure. Hold on. Stop everything. This should be the capital. Done. Okay. One thing I want to check real quick. Now that looks right. So this is the original court. That's what it should look like. Let's also take a quick look. We have the option of having a warlike or an administrative court. We're gonna stick to administrative. But with that being done, we can now host a feast and not go anywhere. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. That makes more sense. I was wondering why Lothian wasn't an option. It wasn't the frickin' capital. Which makes sense. Travel planning. I know about travel planning. Why do you keep offering me that tutorial for something I've done a million times? It's rude. Okay, we want to do some... Yeah, we definitely want recreation. Who do we want to invite? Basically, whose ass do we want to kiss right now? The King of Wessex is a powerful vassal who is... not. He doesn't have a particularly good opinion of me, but I could go ahead and invite him, and that would help. So let's play politics a little bit. We're going to make him the honorary guest. We can't invite neighboring rulers, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd have Emperor Thomas be the honored guest. Yeah, he's not an option. It's kind of surprising he's not an option, given that I've said that I want neighboring rulers to show up. But I suppose he might be a little bit too far away, or maybe he's busy. Who knows? But we will have him be the guest of honor. And then activity-wise, let's see. Let's go for a higher prestige gain. Actually, less prestige gain and more opinion gain. 245 gold. Start feast. The servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. Oh, I seem to have spotted some veal cutlets already. We have a lovely time ahead of us. We gained 35 prestige. All right, let's go. How do people feel about this track? Genuine question. I generally love Andreas's work, and I knew that he wouldn't always be exclusive to Paradox, which he no longer is, because he's awesome. And I assume he composed this, but I've always found that this takes me out of it a little bit when it plays. And it plays fairly frequently, at least in the current version of CK3. Alright, so Administrative Courtier has been gained. What does that do, though? Oh, Stewardship +1. Nice. Does that help my stewardship, though? No, it does not. Aragante gained the trait Valued Administrative Courtier. Okay. Still have some civil war going on. How are we doing? One thing I haven't looked at in a while is our innovations. Royal prerogative is going to be done in about 10 years, and we'll be able to raise crown authority. That will not make the emperor popular, but it will help the realm stay more stable. Make it a little bit harder for vassals to have all this infighting that we've been having for 200 years. Hey, it's 1001 AD. Maybe Scottish culture will finally be a thing soon. I think within the next 5 or 50 years, I can't remember if it's 1005 or 1050. Pope Gregorius V, it's not swayed. The Earldom of Desmond has given rise to the Irish insular populists, targeting you. That's cute. Too weak to send an ultimatum. Alright, so we're waiting for this to begin. It's going to be 2 months. Now 50 days. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake with that particular honorary guest. We'll have to see. I'm genuinely, like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, because, like, this is way too stable for the moment. Welcome, friends. The feast begins. And there's the other shoe. Alright, so we can spend some prestige, gain 60 gold. My lord, the wine, we cracked open the next barrel. It's gone bad. It's all gone bad! The feast is still raging, but without drink, the mood is sure to dwindle at a cruel pace. So we will spend some prestige, gain the gold, we all have to pitch in. Come on now. So that's not a great start. Ah, is there anything more jovial than a good feast? Guests throng to and fro, eating and chatting while flickering torchlight plays off every wall, light bouncing like laughter around the hall. Of course, not everything's quite how I'd like it, but that's the nature of these gatherings. Next time things will be different, and the spice of change gives something to look forward to. Sometimes it's nice to simply sit back and enjoy the little things in life. So we could lose a ton of stress, or we can... Every guest with at least one trait in common with me will gain 20 opinion of me, and I'll lose 24 stress. Yes, good folk to mingle with here. Indeed. Let's go with that. Servants were carrying out impressively adorned entremets, a number of proud peacocks, skinned, cooked, and stuffed, then redressed in their magnificent plumages. However, as Caitlin brought her knife close to one of them, the fowl came to with a shriek. Oh no, this one wasn't cooked at all. It pecked at Caitlin's nose before bursting forth among the screaming and laughing guests. As the bird ran wild, Jarl Vermunder rose to the challenge. It proved great entertainment to see him desperately chasing the raving creature across tables. In the end, why can't we have like an animation for this? In the end, he managed to scare the peacock towards the great hall doors where it escaped into the night. Of course, to be fair, I'm being somewhat flippant with that question. It would not be the way of Paradox to have an event like this animated, because there's so much. Think about like how much story content you have in Stellaris, CK3, CK2, Victoria. Like there's just so much going on that having an event animated in that way to where you could actually see this described, it would be just a huge sea change in how things are done. These are narrative and largely written experiences. But it's a really fundamental image, and I wish I could see it. No feast is complete without a prank. So raucous entertainment for 5 years, medium health boost, and a stress bonus. Not bad. Please do go on. I listen intently to Regenwild as he carelessly reveals all manner of things. Distracted by trying to get one last drop from his tankard, he is oblivious to how carefully I am paying attention. Once he realizes he starts getting up, I'm only rambling. It's not true anyways, any of it. So Regenwild has a lover. That's interesting. He's just a courtier. Yeah, Caitlin did get hurt by the peacock. That's a shame. After days and nights of joyous company, my feast is soon going to be over. Most every guest seems to be pleased, except perhaps Caitlin, who is still clutching her nose where the peacock marked her. That looks like more than a nose injury. Okay, good. It's gone. I was going to feel bad if that's scarred. After having spoken over dinner for a while, Conmac leans over to tell me that he finds it impressive how knowledgeable I am about so many different things. He recognizes true intellect, I see. Who are you? Courtier of Duke Bangar. Okay. That's fair. The feast is starting to draw to a close, and my visitors are surely expecting me to lavish a little attention on King Ethelwulf, our esteemed guest of honor. Traditionally, a complimentary toast and a deep drink of spiced wine does the trick. Then again, all Ethelwulf did was turn up. The feast was my idea. I paid for everything, and I hosted everyone. Alright, so he will gain... Look at this handsome chap. Holy crap. I mean, he's a bit of a bleeder, but aside from that... Like, could you be more broad-shouldered? It's ridiculous. Alright, and now a toast to King Ethelwulf. Gains 150, gains highly esteemed for 10 years. You're all very welcome for my hospitality. Let's go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt. And now a toast. He's the guest of honor. Let's have him in our corner. And with that, It's all done. So we gain 172 prestige, lose 64 stress. Lothian gets the Great Banquet modifier for 5 years. And we lost 0 strife due to attending powerful vassals from Empire of Albion. So yeah, that was not particularly helpful, but it's fine. Finish feast. That went well. And now we have an income of 2 gold. Still not perfect. 2 gold, 2 ducats, whatever you want to call it. Looks like we do have some potential ransoms. Not really. You are not landed. Neither are you. Interesting. Now we're going to keep them kind of on hold. Martial perk available. Nice. Okay, so hard rule would give me siege progress against revolts. Army gold maintenance here would be reduced by 15%. And I think that doesn't say raised army gold maintenance, that says army gold maintenance. So this, let's see right now, we're at 2.2. Let's see if that is correct. Might not show right away. Okay. I suppose. I mean, we still need to progress down that chain anyway. Okay, so now that I have some gold, hold on. We have these inactive accolades. Oh no, Andreas died. That's a shame. We've lost our Chancellor. Let's see if we can replace him with someone better. Ooh, we definitely can. Holy crap. Reeve Edwin. We can also put King Ethelwulf in. Wilhelm, what's your... No, okay. See, you're unlanded. So I don't care about having your good opinion. I'd rather have King Ethelwulf in as the... Yeah, let's do this. We're going to have him in as the steward and fire the existing one. I don't have any reason to worry about the old steward. And for the Chancellor, Reeve Edwin. Absolutely. Okay, so that's really helpful. That did actually improve, well, I don't know if that improved our income directly, but as I was about to say, let's look at these inactive accolades again. We have the Knights of Edinburgh, which we can reactivate. And then we have the Hornblower of the Pictish Knights, which we can also reactivate. Okay, I actually didn't mean to reactivate that. I was just trying to select him so I could like learn more about him. That's unfortunate. But that wasn't the one I was really excited about reactivating, so let's see how that changed. I noticed something about a scoundrel attribute there. So what does this mean? At rank 2, mercenary higher cost is at, or is reduced to, or by 10%. At rank 4, there is additional martial score per stress level for the liege. And then at rank 6, both of those bonuses are improved. Now the other accolade here is Thug. So that's dread gain per tyranny and improves imprison chance. So by having this accolade in place, granted, we don't have a particularly good knight in place right now. One thing I can do, by the way, is I can invite knights. Send the herald. By having that accolade in place, we will be able to imprison rebellious characters a little bit more easily. So things are actually kind of stabilizing, kind of, sort of, maybe. Ooh. Okay, that's a decent knight. Hold on. What do we do here? Let's take a look at... Why can I not do anything here? I only have the option to destroy this, not appoint someone. I wonder if there's a cooldown of some kind? Oh wait, hold on. No, that's creating an accolade. Huh, I wonder where the button went. That's either a bug or there's some reason that that's happening. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. We can appoint a successor here. We can go ahead and recruit this character to court. See if he accepts. He does. Now he is set as the successor. So that accolade is at least set. Can use the restore accolades decision. Oh, nice. So for 600 prestige, eligible candidates for every inactive accolade will appear within the next year and become knights. Yeah, send the herald. I didn't even realize that that was going to be an option, but there we go. Do I have a physician that's decent? We have an average physician. I kind of want to see if we can do better than an average physician. So let's also look for a better court physician. All right. Average, Ulf, both of them failed to impress me. Nope. All right, so another knight has arrived. Nope, that's the only one. Acclaimed knight candidate arrives. Oh my god. 27 prowess? Hello? Knights of Edinburgh can be reinstated. Damn straight it can. Appoint. The secondary accolade attribute might be replaced. What the heck? I mean, I'm going to appoint him because 27... Well, hold on. It said that other ones might arrive and become knights. Pope Gregorius is not swayed. Hold on. Let's see if another one shows up where, like, we'll get that bonus. Because I want the martial experience. So we can finish the current traits that we're working on. We've almost exceeded 3 gold per month, which is wild. I wouldn't have expected this much progress in the space of this episode. Sigbert has arrived. Okay, not as awesome. But would appointing him... Daughter learns language. Nice. Yeah, so he did not become... Oh, so this was a character that heeded my summons to all the knights. That's what that was. Faction targeting you has disbanded. Fan-frickin-tastic. Okay. We're up to 3 per month, which, frankly, we can do much better than that. But at this point, just as things stabilize, I'll take it. I would love just to have a period of time. All right, Duke Gurrit is here to pledge his submission alone. Serve me well. So we're going to gain some renown for the dynasty by him bending the knee. Income continuing to climb. Mend the Great Schism. You do not fulfill all the requirements. You don't say. You don't say. It is no secret that my cousin Beatrice is carrying a child conceived through a sinful union. She is not a married woman after all. However, who fathered the child has been a mystery until now. Count Wenzel is the one responsible. Now the truth is out. Who are you again? So her grandparents were King Ecthegern the Brilliant of Scotland. Ah, so Princess Margaret, one of Ecthegern's daughters, was her mom. She's 26, lustful, unmarried, and couldn't keep it in her pants. So that happened. And now we know who... Let's see. Edelbert has heeded my summons and has arrived at my court as a guest. You're not that great either. If I were to recruit these characters that are showing up... So if we recruit you... Alright, so you're now... What's a point? No, only Ofkatel. Alright, I guess I'm just going to select him. Because I don't want to somehow miss on the opportunity to have that awesome of a knight. Alright, so we've gained the archer attribute. So we did lose the secondary attribute there, unfortunately. The Knights of Edinburgh now have the archer attribute. What does that do? So it just boosts archer damage and toughness and archer maintenance. Reduced, I should say it reduces archer maintenance. Okay. Do any of these characters that want a seat on the council actually have anything they can contribute? No, none of them do. So they can shut up. Knights of Edinburgh needs a worthy successor. Do they now? I mean, how are you going to succeed this dude? He has 27 prowess. Now let's see if we can seek a worthy successor. Alright, so it's unfortunate that both of those accolades were altered in that way, especially since the first one that I reinstated, I didn't intend to reinstate. But, you know, mixing things up a bit. And we have positive income regardless, so maybe it's not really as much to be concerned about. Okay, so let's go ahead. I am enjoying a rare, quiet moment between councils when Nicola pulls me aside. My liege, he begins carefully. As your bodyguard, I am honored to protect you, but he looks doubtful for a moment, then makes a weak but exasperated gesture with the scabbard. How am I supposed to do my job with this whole thing? Surely quality is everything when it comes to protecting the Emperor's life. So we can lose some gold, gain 6 court grandeur, and a good quality weapon of Nicola's choosing will be forged for him. Or we can say, go to the army like everyone else. I mean, that's a lot of gold, and I don't want to go into debt right now, so go to the army like everyone else, and I really hope that that does not come back to bite me next episode, but we're going to go ahead and stop this one here. In the next one, we will have to see if this period of relative stability continues. Notice that income is up to 4.8, which is stunning if I'm being completely honest. I'm blown away by the fact that we're sitting at that particular income level at the moment. So we'll have to see if I can continue to maintain that, or if something, like I said, if the other shoe will drop at some point. Now, it will probably be useful to reappoint some courtier roles, some of these court positions. We don't have an antiquarian at the moment. We don't have a court tutor. We don't have a food taster. Don't have a master of the horse or the hunt. We haven't had a royal architect for a while, but all of these will cost money. So that's just something to bear in mind. Pope Gregorius has not been swayed. We cannot ask for gold for another 4 months or so. 4.5 months. But we're getting there. So gold-wise, I'm actually feeling pretty good, as long as the Pope continues to be the generous and give us ridiculous amounts every time we ask. We just need to maintain stability in Albion, and then maybe... Hang on. Is there anything we can do for Prince Zachariah, currently betrothed, to... Oh, that betrothal will be able to go through in 2 years, so that's good. They're both lustful, so that's either good or bad. Hopefully she can keep it in her pants for 2 more years. And hopefully he can. I've used that phrase a lot this episode, but I think with good reason. I won't apologize for it. We're trying to make sure the dynasty maintains control over this empire that we've painstakingly built over the course of the series. And, you know, it's funny. At this point, I'm thinking in terms of what more do I want to push for from the series? And I'm not in a kind of mood to wrap it up just yet, but I'm thinking in terms of which of these do I care about most? Like strengthening the bloodline, consecrating the bloodline. So at this point, if the Pope has a high opinion of the Emperor, and if we have a high level of devotion, which right now we really don't, these are the different levels of devotion. We need to reach religious icon. We're currently faithful, which is level 3. So we need to gain 3 levels here, and the Pope would have to really like me. So whether this is going to happen with Antoninus is somewhat suspect. But there's also the question, which I raised, of potentially vassalizing Iceland, which he's not that opposed to it, by the way. But it's one thing that's hurting is that his realm is, quote, distant from yours. So that is that's unfortunate. Another possibility is that we could take some land here and, hit back against, the Northerners after all the raids that they've executed. But that's a question I'll sort of ponder in a future episode. For now, it's just nice. It's nice to, feel things stabilizing a little bit for the first time in what feels like, 10 episodes? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For early episodes, channel emotes, and member badges, look for the join button. New episodes drop at 11 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time every day but Tuesday, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.